Hello, so here's TinyArm. I finally got the board, which is hidden under here nicely. I finally got it to communicate with my computer. I have a Python program that sends it commands in steps, and I've done all the conversions for degrees to steps, and you can kind of see here I've been working out the kinematics, and I've started working out the inverse kinematics, but that'll take a while. So in this demo, I'm going to pick up these keys. I ended up not using USB to send commands from the computer to the board. I ended up using serial using this ftdi breakout board that I had for an old Arduino of mine. So let me open up the demo. Alright, so I have to reset the board. And it's going to localize just the gripper, which happens to be localized, I think? No, not yet. So it's going to localize the gripper because there's a limit switch somewhere inside. Eventually, when it localizes, I'm going to have a limit switch for every degree of freedom, but for now, the mechanical limits will suffice. Let me turn on the power supply. So, okay. So I could send it a command in I just moved this. Probably won't grab it now. But I'm going to send it a command, which normally is 1 for each degree of freedom, 6 angles. Now, I could also send it in steps, but I have the program configured to send it in angles. So you can see if I send it, I don't know, 45, 45, 45, which is the base angle, which is this angle, the shoulder angle, and the elbow angle. If I send it 45, 45, 45, and then the rest of them 0, it's going to 45, 45, 45. Alright. The rest of them 0, which is this angle, and the grip. And I've also hard-coded some positions, so if I just tell it home, you can see it sends 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Right, those are the step values. And you can see this does the conversion, which is 10 for the first one and different for the rest of them, but it actually sends out the step values to this board. So I'm going to try to pick this up, and I've already coded in as text a few different values. So here, let me go to ready. Now ready gets this thing ready to pick up a thing. I was using that pencil before as, so you can see it's getting there ready. Now if I tell it to go down, it'll go down a little more, actually a lot more. There it is. If I tell it to grab, it's got it. So I could tell it to, I don't know, go up. Up would take it straight up. You can see that's 90 degrees for the shoulder and the elbow. So it's picking up my keys straight up. Man, there's no encoders in this. It's just stepper motors and begging that they don't slip, and it does pretty well. I'm kind of proud of it. And 0, the last position here, the last command is the gripper, and I have 0 set to fully closed, and then you add some in order to open it up. So now I'm going to put this back down, so let me get it back to ready. And let me see if I can cantilever these keys. It could pick up to 4 pounds, I think. So let's see, extend. We'll bring it out here. Now the power supply I'm using is just 12 volts off an ATX power supply I've found. Yeah, it could cantilever it pretty well. It's holding. Let me get her. Let me bring it back to where it put it. So I'm bringing it back to grab, which is, it's going to collide. How silly. grab is with it still holding on, because down is the same thing with the gripper open. Ready brings it up a little bit again. And if I bring it back home, it'll go back home. Yeah, so here's TinyArm. I'm really proud of it. I'm glad that I had the time here over winter break to get this working. And now the possibilities are literally endless. I'm eventually going to work out the inverse kinematics. I'm being a little picky and being kind of annoying in the fact that I'm not simplifying the model to just those two arms and a gripper, because I want the end position not to be here on the gripper, but I want it to be in the middle of the gripper, so I could just give it a position in the middle. It'll just go there, and then I could tell it to grip it. I might even do the end of the gripper, who knows. I could pick those arbitrarily, but yeah. Thanks for watching.